Hello and welcome to Follow Everton.
All right, how's
I've got
everyone?
Mabsy with me.
Yeah,
We've got no camera today.
no,
There's technical issues with StreamYard.
Yeah, like the.
How are you?
Yeah, because I've been away for a bit, but I'm now thinking now G'd up for the rest of the season. It's going to be a long one, isn't it?
No, I know. It's a shame we can't put like avatars instead of the circle so people can see who we are. But it's Mabsy, Mr. Parker and Goodison with me, and of course it's Ryan, the main channel host now. So it's not a long stream. Obviously, we're going to react to the Carabao Cup draw, which is coming out shortly. Once again, I do apologise that we've got no cameras today. There is a technical difficulty with StreamYard. Hopefully, for the stream tomorrow, they'll have resolved that for the match preview, which is at 2:30 with John and Yandalf. Mabs, before we get to the Carabao Cup draw, can I ask you about your thoughts on this PSG striker, 21 years of age?
Hugo Ekitike, I was pronounce it. Yeah, so this is a bit of a funny one, isn't it? Really, it's just come out of it's come out of nowhere, out the bit of the left field. Because I think some people have been saying that we have no interest. Then you got Fabrizio and Anonymized saying that we've made the bid for him, and then potentially it could be a loan move with obligation. But then there's also suggestions that we've made the cash bid. So yeah, it's a bit of a funny one, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, hopefully the Yusuf Chamiti deal, obviously the medical's been booked. They're just waiting for the work permit on that. Hopefully that's a separate deal. It's quite clear, Mabsy, that we're looking for the best young up-and-coming strikers, kind of like who are yet to really take off, but with huge potential. And you'd argue that this guy at PSG is regarded as one of them. I mean, PSG, I think they paid 35 million euros for him. But he's training with the group of players who can leave. Maybe he doesn't quite suit their superstar lineup. But, PSG's loss is Everton's gain. Is a loan move with a by obligation something we should be looking to do?
Totally. At the end of the day, if we can get an obligation and then kick it into the long grass, I think that's a great idea. So PSG will get a loan fee, and then sorry. So I've just been looking at his stats. So we've got 1921 Rams 15 appearances, 6 goals.
Yeah.
And then Reims, the first team, 26 appearances, 10 goals.
In League One.
Yeah. And then it was loan at Vigil. Oh, that's what I don't know anyone. Well, then Paris on loan for 25 and then three goals.
What was the Paris loan all about? That's a bit strange.
So they may have had an obligation then, haven't they? Looks like we've loaned them out for a season and then they've had to buy him, haven't they?
Yeah, and now they want rid of him.
Yeah, because he's at Reims, so it must have been the loan.
Yeah.
Youth career, so he's come. Then obviously they don't think he's whatever, but he can develop at Goodison. Was with Dyche as well. Obviously Dyche likes him, so it's all good. That chemistry deal again, as you said. I think it's only just the V's now that they're waiting for, and then that should just be through. But how impatient our fans can be. I think everyone's thinking, everything's stalled, and I think there's no need to worry on that. I think it is a sudden day. I think it's quite literally now.
The UK think we've been very patient.
Process.
I think we've been very patient, and we deserve some actual action.
Oh no, of course we do, but I think everyone's getting jittery over this, and it's quite literally UKVI now, just processing the visa. From what I've gathered,
thoughts on that?
Report.
How long would you say that would take?
I don't know, because I've heard the visas like getting. I've heard of. I can't go into details, but some people get them overnight. Strangely, if you're a play for a big club.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that could potentially happen, but other visas take longer. It just depends, doesn't it? I don't know the visa process.
I mean, from my from my perspective, obviously reinforcements are reinforcements. The squad's perilously thin, particularly in the wide areas. I mean, I look at that and I really hope Ganonto is another one that we're going to get. He's only 19 as well. There's a clear, movement for kind of strikers and young attacking players with potential to grow. He was left out of the Leeds squad, Mabsy. Could he be someone you could see coming in? It's a link that's not gone away, really. And
It's
he would add a
not.
different dimension.
It's not gone away, but it's not in my mind. It's not gone away, but it's not progressed. I've heard talk. I don't know. There's talk again. There's people saying that he's not interested at Everton. Some people saying he's agreed personal terms. You just don't know.
I
No
think
one knows.
we'll be fairly along on that deal, and we'll be waiting for other things to happen. Probably have fingers in a few pies, waiting for some things to happen. Mabsy, if we got the Carabao Cup draw, yeah,
I can't access it. I'm trying to find it, but it's seemingly
you not
hard
just
to
get
find.
Is it not just on the BBC the actual team we've been drawn against?
No, because I don't think it's taken place yet. Actually, I think I got that wrong with what I said before.
Wait, so
Is it,
we've set up a video to react to the Carabao Cup draw, but we don't know when the
yeah,
draw
I
is.
think it's gonna. Well, yeah, pretty much. Bear with me. I don't know. Is that, I thought we were going at 10 past, but
Emma,
right.
when's it on? She's in the comments. When's it on? This was just a very quick fire video, and then when we found out that the cameras weren't working,
Yeah. Totally. It's
we,
just kind of like ruined her.
yeah, we do apologise for that. And we don't know when the Carabao Cup draw is. Mabsy, I'll just go and look at some of the other. Go on.
Go on. What you're saying? Not on yet. I think it's like very shortly, though. Like in the next 5 minutes. I'm sure someone said it's what 10:15.
Obviously, the Hugo Ekitike deal was announced today. That we were, in talks with them. That was shot down immediately by an Everton source, an Everton fan source, I should argue. And then it's been said that Everton have made an offer, which they are considering. It's a loan with buy option clause to be mandatory, and it's worth 35 million euros. In other news, Mabsy, I'm assuming you can still hear me.
Yeah, I can.
Tom Cannon was going to sign for Preston, £1 million loan fee, but that deal is on hold whilst we try and get these other young strikers in.
And again, at last, some fucking sense, some actual realization that we do need youth. We need youth. Why we going at and going on loan when we've got no backup? That's actually, what? It's the first bloody sense Everton have done in a long time.
Yeah, no, I agree. Moving on, James Tarkowski apparently is fit. He'll be involved Saturday. We'll talk about that more tomorrow on the preview with John and Jan. That's a big boost, isn't it? I think if he was injured, that would just be a disaster. It means one of Ben Godfrey or Keane or Holgate would have to come in, which is always a worry, isn't it?
Yeah, totally. I'm just looking at the comments. Yeah, that's an interesting one by Eugene. Obviously, Barkley going to bloody Luton.
Yeah, no, Mavs, there's lots to talk about. If we had more time and the camera's working, we could sit probably for a good 45 minutes.
Totally agree, yeah.
I don't think we were ever in for Barkley, were we?
I heard that we were, but again, it's just paper talk, isn't it? And you know what? I'm probably slated for this, but I wouldn't have minded them back. I think I would have forgotten about. I wouldn't forgotten about what happened in the past, and we move on from where we are. But obviously, wasn't to be. I think a lot of people. I mean, it's very controversial saying that because a lot of people wouldn't, probably agree with me. But yeah, I would have taken back all day long, especially on the free.
It's interesting though that people that talked about Ross Barkley, and said they'd have him, and a lot of people said they wouldn't. And I think you've got to strip the emotional side from it. Personally, I don't think he's a good enough footballer anymore. The fact he's at Luton Town, a very small club, who probably go straight back down, says a lot to me. Or maybe after being at Chelsea and earning his coin, he just wants to prove himself. He is 30 this year, probably last chance to really make a name for himself again. And I suppose it's commendable that actually he's gone to Luton, Mabsy.
I mean, I suppose you're right. I mean, as I say, I think I would have had him back on a very low deal, but highly incentivized deal. So if he plays, not that as soon as he plays, he play, lowly key wages, like no risk if he gets injured. He's on 25 grand a week or something. But then he gets the bonuses when he plays and scores and stuff like that. That's what I probably would have done, incentivise his
Yeah.
contract. But that's why I think it would have been a bit of a low risk move. But it depends if he was wanted the security. I guess I don't know.
Well, he's a number 10, and I just don't think he would have got in ahead of Decore. I don't think he would have got in ahead of Danjuma. I don't think he would have gotten ahead of Iwobi. Don't know what his fitness is like. So, listen, let's move on. I
Yeah,
think it's documented, obviously, how a lot of fans feel. Dele Alli was back in training. Apparently, he was doing well, but now he's had a setback. That's a problem, that Mabsy, isn't it? Because it means that he can't be sold this window, even if we didn't want him, and it means we're kind of stuck with paying his wages at least till January, around 100,000 a week. And then obviously, if he makes 7 appearances, we owe Tottenham 10 million. It's a
yeah,
shame he's not fit and actually able to contribute from the off. We could have had a good look at him over these next 4 weeks, and then
yeah.
make a decision.
It's just Everton, isn't it, in general? But I thought he's actually resumed training, hadn't he?
No, he's
Okay.
he was
Uh,
he
1
was
minute
in
to go.
training and then he's got injured again.
Oh, for God's sakes. Okay, 1 minute to the draw, apparently.
Yeah,
Um,
we'll do the draw and then we'll go off. I'll just keep
yeah,
you
yeah.
busy. Harry Maguire was another one we got linked with Mabsy, but he's off to West Ham
Last
United
time,
for
yeah.
30 mil. I think that's a bullet dodged at that kind of fee.
I probably think so, to be fair. United is a massive flop at United. And they've taken a massive hit on him, haven't they, really? So, yeah, enough
Does
said
seem
about
like a
that.
Dyche player, but I think it would have been another Michael Keane situation
Hmm.
for us.
Yeah, I think best of luck to West Ham with that one. I think they're going to have a bit of, yeah. I mean, it's better than paying, what, 80 million to United play for him?
Yeah. But the expectations are a lot lower at West Ham. I think they'd be happy with sort of lower mid-table this season.
Yeah, I'm dreading it's going to be Chelsea or Tottenham. It can't be, can it? 'Cause it's split off into north and
No,
south.
it
So
can't
the
be.
top team.
Not second round.
What?
I
It
don't
can't
think
be,
it can be in the.
because it's split off
What?
into northern division and southern division, isn't it?
Why? Who's been drawn so far?
No, no, I'm not, because Emma Jones has said I'm dreading it's going to be Chelsea or Spurs, but I don't
No,
think
it
it
can't
can
be. They're
be.
not even in it.
Well, no, Chelsea will be, won't they? They didn't get Europe.
Oh. But what do we know?
Well, this is it. I'm sure it's the north. No, yeah, it's definitely north. Because I saw the draws before, it said north and south, so we can't northern only. Yes, Mark Sporter said it's northern only, so yeah, it is. I was right now. Phew.
Guys, worth mentioning, we're looking for someone to join the channel, someone who's charismatic, someone who's engaging. So if you're watching this back, you can send me a message on Follow Everton. Unfortunately, I've got to announce Jeff has left and also Chris. So we need some new blood to come in and change the direction of the show this season, particularly for the post-match reactions, because we've got a lot of match-going blues. We actually, Mabsy, we need someone who doesn't really go the game
Yeah,
and
it's
sit at
it's
home.
weird, isn't it? A lot of these channels don't really go, but obviously, yeah. Unfortunately, I'm missing for the man, and then but I'm going to West. I'm going to Villa. I can't wait. Get on the train, book the train.
Beat Villa, we go top.
Imagine. Top. Then end of the season. Then happy days.
Been linked with Kamaldeen Sulemana on loan from Southampton. I feel like that's the sort of name we're going for late if we don't get other targets, though. But why
Yeah.
can't we have him and also have Nonto and also get these two strikers? I mean, I've never known an Everton squad with this few players.
Yeah. Well, this is it. I mean, we've all gone on like, let's get rid of the deadwood, and then when we do get rid of some of the deadwood, it's like, shit, we haven't got any players. Yeah. It's fucking nuts, isn't it? But yeah, absolutely. We're threadbare, but we're saving a load of money, hopefully, to getting this fresh blood.
Yeah.
Getting some young Buddy Keane. people that want to strikers that want to prove themselves in this league, and they're wearing the royal blue, so you can't really argue.
Make me feel old at nearly 30, and you probably feel old in your mid-30s, Mabsy, knowing these kids are
Late
21.
30s.
Well, I'm being kind. Pat Sandaka was linked, Leicester striker. I mean, these names don't really excite me very much. Got a bit of pace, but not sure. We were also linked with Dan Undoy. He's a right winger. He's going to Bologna instead. 9 million euros. Apparently, we matched the bid from FC Basel, but he's decided to take a step to Bologna instead, and then he goes to the Premier League in the future. It's just typical, isn't it? Even when the money's
It's just
there.
Everton, isn't it? We're making these offers, but again, you just got to hope they are realistic opportunities, and they're just not doing it to appease the fans.
I don't believe that for 1 minute, to be honest. I think if we'd have put a bid in for him, he'd have definitely come. There was another link. I think it was with the Argentinian winger at Fiorentina. I can't remember his name, but sorry, that's very poor of me. There's just been that many, and I'm trying to think off the top of my head. 20 million euros bid rejected. Apparently, he's a really highly rated right winger. I can get the name, possibly.
Yeah.
Not that it make a difference.
Who do you want in this draw?
Nicolas Gonzalez, it was. There must be money floating around, Mamsy. I don't know what's holding everything back. These deal structures. Obviously, we liking these buy with loan obligations and loans. To me, that says there's money, but not right now.
Yeah, totally. It's in the future, isn't it? It's like FFP or whoever's going to be investing or taking over. Again, I'm very confused. Has it gone from just listening on a space before? Is it all right, Dave? West Day lad. Has it gone from? I don't know if it's gone from an investment now to a takeover, and this is what the hold up is. I don't know, but from what I've heard, it could be a takeover fully now, and that's why the delay is. But there we go.
There's an actual article on that. Hugo Ekitike on BBC now saying we're looking at loan, and Newcastle were trying to get him last summer. Couldn't get him, and then he went to PSG and scored 4 in 32.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a good record, that really, but he's.
Yeah, but he's young, isn't it? We get a few goals from him. Him and just get some goals. That's all we fucking need. Get some goals to get us over the line. At the end of the day, we've missed that this season. A consistent, when you got DCL was on one for the whole season. If we can stay fit, we've got a fucking fighting chance, haven't we?
Yeah, I mean, I think my mood would lift quite a bit if those players came in. In other news, just back on Nonto, apparently he asked to get left out of the Carabao Cup. He said he wants Leeds to let him go. Charles Stevenson says that he was, it says he's desperate to join Everton. I mean, I believe that, to be honest with you. I think this is a saga that's been going on.
Right. I think the draw is actually on. Have you got Sky Sports there, right?
No, I'm
all right, it's on main event, that's why. So, yeah, it's starting now. So hopefully we'll know in a few minutes who we've got. Who do you want?
Anyone at home.
I'd take Blackburn,
No, fuck off. Of course you would.
yeah. Nice,
you just
easy
wanted
game.
to say that you want Blackburn because your missus is a Blackburn fan.
Oh, she isn't actually, but
Didn't you tell Sean Dyche that?
No, well, let's not go there. Yeah, I would take Blackburn, but anyone would do, but we need an easy one though, don't we? Someone just get the home crowd. That's, to be fair though, so it's an extra credit as well, isn't it?
Well, a League One team at home will do.
Yeah. Are you seen it? Hang on, I forgot the I sent the ball numbers before, didn't I? Hang on. Here we go. It's apparently taking place now. So the North is first, so hopefully that's good for us.
Get it over with.
Get over with. So we'll have it in a minute, Lucy. No, Lucy from the Tranmere out first. Tranmere's out first. I'll take that. So who was in it? It's Blackburn, Blackpool, Bolton, Bradford, Burnley, Crewe, Doncaster, Everton, Harrogate, Lincoln, Mansfield, Middlesbrough, Forest, Port Vale, Rotherham, Salford City. Salford City would be a great game. Sheffield
Yeah.
United, Sheffield Wednesday, Stoke City, Tranmere, Wolverhampton, Wrexham, Leicester, and then Leeds United as well.
I'd
There's
take
Federation.
Wrexham right now for the drama.
Oh, imagine that. That Wrexham at home would be brilliant.
I
That'd be a really good game, actually, wouldn't
think
it?
we just want to avoid Nottingham Forest.
Yeah. To be fair, though, go to City Grounds. That's is it City Grounds? Wrexham play it. Another one off the list, though, isn't it? What the allocation would be. I wouldn't get a ticket, though, would I? Yeah, that's the fucking point.
I've been in the City Ground.
Oh, have you?
Won 2-2 last season. We bottled it, didn't we? Decore gave the ball away and they just cut through and scored.
No, it's I'm thinking Wrexham. Where's Wrexham play then?
In Wales, mate.
Yeah, that's very funny.
What's going on with this draw?
So it's taking place now. So
Tell them to hurry up, man.
I can't go as fast. Tranmere out first, so I know that Tranmere have got someone. So
They're still doing Tranmere.
What?
They're still doing Tranmere now.
Oh no, Racecourse Ground. Apparently, the Wrexham play at. So there we go. Right. So hopefully, does anyone know what the first tie is or what the hold up is? Yeah. Comments would do at this present moment in time. It's a very hodgepodge one, so I do apologise for. Obviously, it'll be a lot more professional. Hopefully, StreamYard will be working with the cameras on tomorrow for you guys. Yeah, not hyping them all out. Okay.
This is like the slowest draw ever.
Apparently, there's loads out. Basically, Lucy teased me by saying, like, I'm like Tranmere out first, and then she goes, "There's loads out. I'm not typing them all out." I was like, "Fine, fair enough." Just how here we got. Okay, Doncaster versus Everton. Doncaster were away at Doncaster.
Oh, Doncaster is a shithole.
Yeah, but nice little away trip.
Not really. There's nothing there. It's grim.
Which is a nice little day in the L, though, isn't it?
What a home game, Mavs. It's annoying that.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be an interesting one. Bolton versus Middlesbrough. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Well, Doncaster will be an easy get through, won't it? Hopefully.
I think they're League One. Are they?
Yeah. Doncaster Rovers.
The Blues are saying
the League Two, you know.
Oh, well,
15,000 capacity. I'm not going to fucking tick it.
They'll probably still knock us out. The Blues are saying he'll take Daka. He got 28 goal involvements last season, but he only played 20 more minutes than Calvert-Lewin.
Yeah, so it's a small ground. Obviously, it's League Two ground. They're currently 19th position. So hopefully we've got a chance. And they play at the Echo Power Stadium.
Yeah, they're 19th in League Two. I mean, I'd say we've got a reasonable chance of winning that game.
Yeah, it'll be a good.
Would you have us down as favourites, Mavs?
Well, yeah, you've got to, haven't you? 50. Oh God, that's going to be tough on the away tickets, isn't it? 10% of that, 1,500.
You'll get one.
Nothing allocation.
No, that's a good tie. That's a very good tie. Hopefully, it's a bread and butter win. Turn up 4-0. Job done. Mavs,
this is Everton we'll talk about though, so you know.
Of course. So Everton have been drawn against Doncaster Rovers away in the Carabao Cup in the second round. You've been listening to Ryan and Mr. Mavsy. We'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully the cameras will be working through StreamYard and you'll be joined at 2:30 p.m. with Jonathan Roskin and Mr. Gandalf the Poet for our preview for Everton versus Fulham. Once again, I'd like to remind you we are looking for a new contributor to join. There is a stricter criteria now. We need someone who doesn't have a season ticket at Everton. I know this sounds a bit cruel, perhaps, for some who want to get involved, who go to the game. We need someone who's actually available post-match at home, ready to jump on post-match reactions, because Chris and Jeff have stepped aside ahead of this season. So we're looking for someone new to join. Wish them both the very best. But if you're interested, please message me at Follow Everton on Twitter. Mabsy, we'll see you soon. And have a good evening.
Yeah,
Thanks,
you will.
everyone.
Right. Cheers. See you later.
See ya.